Diddy trial. All right. P. Diddy sentencing. It's about a minute long. The sentencing hearing was all for nothing because it's back on the 3rd. It went from the 22nd September, which would have been like a week and so more, would have never been a big extension, right? Like for them to expedite this. And then after they do it and it is on the 22nd, they ended up putting it back on October 3rd. So it's still on for October the 3rd, and he will remain in MDC as of right now. I'm putting the poll in here right now. Um, I never did this poll. This is my poll I'm doing today. I see people do it sometimes. That's it. Have you done that? That's my poll. And drop the 7 in the chat for God and Jesus. 7 in the chats for God and Jesus. I'm here with my girl Bwntea, BWNTEA. You already know.
To my YouTube, BWNTEA.
You already know we here. We here, chilling with my sis. We here having a good conversation. They're having a conversation about Diddy, about this whole situation.
I never seen a gang leader get convicted for this whole game without his gang being there.
Yeah.
Diddy is not speaking. Here's my question though, that I want to know. Why
But he's
didn't
supposed to
KK?
speak. He spent almost $20 million on lawyers.
No, 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 I know. Meaning like he didn't name anyone else. No one else was
Why?
on his.
What are we gonna feed into their
No,
rhetoric?
no. I'm just saying that he didn't name anyone else. But the people that were named, KK and D-Rock, why weren't they called to the stand?
Because
That's what I need to
there's
understand.
a government's backup plan. If Plan A
So they're
don't
gonna have
work,
another case
we have
after.
Plan B. Yeah, they're
I believe they're gonna have
unindicted. They
another.
can always get indicted. They're unindicted.
Yeah, they want to listen to what y'all talking about. Just hold the mic and y'all talk.
It's
Y'all
not-
having your conversation.
It's not.
Make sure you good.
Put the camera on her too.
But she don't want to be on it. That's you, baby. Okay, you right there, baby.
Yeah, subscribe to BWNTEA,
You in the
guys.
title, baby. You in the title. You in the title. Don't worry. It's you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
So
so
they're unindicted. They can always be indicted.
just move up so they can hear you. Hold on, guys.
They can always be indicted.
No, you can sit like right here. They won't see you. Just so that.
So that they can hear you on the mic.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah. So they can always be indicted later. They're just not indicted right now.
I have a conversation.
They can come up with a RICO for them later. They can still list Sean Combs Enterprises. The only thing is, any and all crimes considering Sean Combs pertaining to these activities, they can't indicate no more because it was all part of this indictment. That's any and all crimes. Now, the things that were testified about during trial, that came out during trial, they can still be indicted to. And now they actually have witness statements under oath that made put these things on record.
So what about Diddy though? So if they indict, no. If they indict him, no, I know
They
that.
can still attack his money. That's it.
Okay, so that's it. So he's not. They can't charge him for the RICO because he's totally done with that, the sex trafficking and
There's
everything.
no such thing as jeopardy.
Okay, so this is one sex trafficking that I remember from the case. I think it was Cassie. She wanted to be flying. She wanted to be flown out for her birthday, and she told Diddy that she just wanted it to be her and him to just celebrate her birthday. She doesn't want to freak off. And when she arrived there was a freak off. Diddy told her that there weren't going to be any freak offs. So wouldn't that be considered? Wouldn't that be considered as trafficking as well? Because he flew overseas and he flew people over. She did, but under false pretenses because he told her there was no freak off gonna happen. It was just gonna be them because that's what she requested.
When you got
So
up
when-
this morning and you took the train, you plan on getting on the train at 8:14, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got in the train station, you probably walked a few seconds late and you missed the train and it was 8:17. Do you not have the liberty to change your mind when you get there?
You think she changed her mind?
No,
That
I'm
she
not
wanted to
saying
do the
she
freak off
had-
when she.
I'm saying, do you not have the liberty? We gotta listen. When you're dealing with law, you gotta alleviate all your emotions. No one is trying to understand. Oh, well, what was her state of mind? No. Do you not have the liberty to make a change your mind? You can't. If you
Yes, I can change my mind. I
On
can.
Saturday at 10 o'clock,
Mhm.
it's 10 o'clock. It start raining. You get dressed. You get dressed to go to the club, and you decide that at 10:40 it's pouring out. You don't want to go to the club no more. Is that wrong for you to change your mind? He said, "Okay, we're not gonna have a freak off." When they got there, he changed his mind.
You think?
That's all that happened.
I
He
don't
has
think
the
she changed.
liberty to
No.
change-
No.
I said he. We're not talking
He.
about Cassie.
Yeah,
He
but
changed his mind about the fact that he agreed to not have a freak off prior to him leaving, and when he got there, he changed his mind and said, you know what, I want to
that's still
rock
not
it.
considered sex trafficking.
But it's not
If
sex
he
trafficking.
flew the people over to set up, he flew people with there with the intent to have
So
a
who
freak
is
off.
trafficked? This is where the miscommunication comes in. Who is trafficked?
I would say Cassie and everyone else that's involved in the freak off for that
She
time.
went with intentions of having
She
sex.
she went with the intentions of having sex with her
So
man
he added an
by
extra
them
person
by
in the room.
herself.
That's it. That's not sex
She
trafficking.
she she went with the intentions
of
to
having
have
sex
sexual intercourse with her
one
man,
person.
with
Okay,
one
so see,
person.
she wasn't
But
trafficked.
she said that she did not want to
That's
participate
not what the law says. She wasn't trafficked. She went with intentions of having sex
with her man.
with her man. They went on
No
a
freak, but she said no
vacation.
freak off.
Okay, so the
But
terms of
so
the
that's not
vacation
flying. That's not
changed.
flying under false pretenses.
No. Where's the false pretenses? He changed his
Because
mind.
nah, you still let her get
If
on
it
that
wasn't
plane,
Diddy,
even if he changed his mind. Nah,
if I take you
I
on
agree.
vacation and you
I
get your period and
disagree.
I can't get no butt, now what?
I can't get no butt.
Now what? Let's look at it the other way. Let's look at it the other way. If I were a man and I took a woman on vacation and now she's on her period, I can't get no butt. Who's trafficked then?
I hear that. But to me, it's coming off as sex trafficking. I think there was something else in the case. I don't remember.
Force,
No.
fraud, or
It was,
coercion?
it was,
Fraud, force, fraud.
it was coercion, and she went
She
out.
wasn't coerced. She wanted to go on a vacation. He
But
didn't say,
she did not want to have a freak off.
and
She
she
told
didn't
him
have
that.
to. She was never forced. She
Do
made
you
it
think?
clear she was never
Do you think
forced.
that she really wanted to do this freak off with this man beating her up?
Okay, let's. I don't
Like,
wanna.
let's be
I don't
honest.
wanna. I don't want because then I'm gonna come off as a victim shamer. And
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
do that.
I want you to speak your
Cassie is
mind.
on high level drugs. I don't think the moral compass that you come from right now, and that you're seeing Cassie today. We don't know what Cassie looked like without her makeup on, without them glasses on. We don't know what her mind frame was when she wasn't in the spotlight. We can't speak to that. She can't even speak to that anymore because she's no longer on the drugs. There are people that do things when they're under drugs and chemicals that they would never do on a same clean date. I just don't believe that. Even I looked at a video. They have her in a closet or something, and she's walking back, and you can look and see that she's colluded and drunk. High.
Oh, so you saw the stuff
No,
in there?
no, I seen a video on YouTube that she's in a closet and Diddy is recording or something, and she's so high. I've never seen her like that. I've always looked at Cassie as a polished girl. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is we can't speak to what we would do when we were not in her shoes during that time. And we definitely, I know for me, I definitely wasn't on the amount of drugs she was on at any point in my life. And I know when people are on high level drugs, especially the two that she was addicted to, those are party drugs. That kind of stuff is almost common. It happens in the Hamptons every day. It happens in LA every day. They all using it.
I understand, but that doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make
It
it
doesn't
right.
make it
and
right.
that's what I keep saying. It's not right. It's not okay. Nothing that happened was okay. I just don't believe that it was as wrong as we view it, that she viewed it when it was time to go to get justice. She didn't view it wrong because, of course, her view and her outlook on the world was totally different because she was under the influence of drugs and chemicals. Now we're at a point where she's out of the statute of limitations and she couldn't get justice. And that's what we sit here.
Okay, so what do you think should happen with Diddy now? I think Oda was saying that he thinks that Diddy should be an advocate for domestic
I
violence.
believe that he should tell
Are
his
you
truth.
crazy? Wait, he should be an
I
advocate for
believe that-
domestic violence?
No, I believe that he should tell his truth. I believe that there's a
No.
lot of men out there that can relate to him. I think for real in Hollywood, he can uncover a lot of bullshit. And instead of having those social circles where everybody's getting drunk on De Leon and back to that, he needs to have some real life conversations with real men and really try to uncover. Because a lot of women are getting beat down in Hollywood, and he's not the only one that's able to pay LAPD off. He's not the only one that they turn their cheek to. He's not.
You know what? I actually like that answer. Is just that when he said be an advocate for domestic abuse, that's what I didn't understand. Because it's just like, well, how are you going to come out and tell me not to beat me? Yeah.
Yeah. Any person
So,
that's been through domestic
100%.
violence ain't gonna wanna hear that.
Nobody's going to, exactly.
We're
So
not
you're
gonna go
saying,
to you to look for.
exactly.
But I believe that there is a tribe of men
Yes. who have the same
have the
problems like
same
him.
problems that
I
him.
believe so as
And
well.
this trial uncovered and brought a little bit of an awareness to make them view it different.
Yeah,
And I believe
that
that
makes
he
complete
has
sense. I like to see Diddy come out with like when he comes out like a
like a
little
podcast or
special
something. Yeah.
podcast.
Something where, because that way people have the immunity. They don't have to, everybody don't got to see them listening to, what he, to get the advice. But a way,
Versus a special or
that's
a podcast.
something he got to get paid for. It's
I think the
something that's
special would be
necessary.
better.
It's something that's necessary.
I
Yeah.
think the special would be better. That way he
This
can
is
have
really
pictures of his
life
childhood, explain why he's that way, explain the relationship with his
It's
mother. A lot of
to
people have questions
explain
about that.
why you decide to be stomping women down. Besides, there was indications that you needed help and you chose not to get the help. That's the answer to it. There's no long drawn out. Nobody
No, but
wants
I
to
would
see.
love to know his story as well.
Okay, that's because people just want to plunder people's business. But
No, I'm not. Of
in the
course, you want to
real
know the
world,
business,
we
but
know
like,
the
why
problem
you?
is he needed help. A
Yeah,
long
he needed
time ago.
help. He needed help, but I want to know. You know what I want to know? I want to know what's up with Kim Porter's death as well. There's a lot of things about that. Like he can come out and he can do a Q&A and be honest.
What if the only thing he says is that Kim
That's
Porter's
gonna
death
be.
was something that he could never heal from because it was a lot of things between them that he never addressed. And then we still sit right there, right back at the
It says switch the person. That person making sense. She doesn't want to be seen. I'm sorry, guys. She doesn't want to be seen. I'm trying to read some of these comments. You can be serious, lady.
This is like
Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about, but
outfits.
what happened, babe?
I said this is like fashion role if you like can't take outfits.
Oh
Sometimes
yeah,
you like
some girl just came out with some
you look like
crazy
you on
stuff.
Tekken or one of video games.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that we really gotta take our emotions out of the situation.
Yeah, we have to.
Hindsight is one of those things that we get caught up with, and we believe that I wouldn't have never did this. I would have done it this way. I would have done, but it's too late.
Yeah.
And it's not too late because it's our fault. It's too late because there is time. And instead of her rushing to get a criminal conviction, she wanted to make sure that she was within the statute to be able to file her lawsuit before October. And that's what she did. She didn't push to, even after the lawsuit, she didn't say, yo, I still want him convicted. No. She literally signed the NDA, took the lawsuit, and was like, you know what, I'm good. I'm made whole.
So the prosecution really made that case then.
So we go back to what are your levels of principle? You would have wanted him to get justice, and there's no amount of money you could pay me for the trauma that you put me through.
Because I've been following the case and looking at some of the evidence and reading the transcripts, and I think that there was enough evidence for RICO. I just think that they just didn't pay that much attention to it because they don't care about women. No, I know, but I don't think they care about women like that. I don't think they care about women like that. I don't think
They took them
so.
through all that stuff, and they never showed an enterprise.
They didn't do that.
They
And
were
took
too
7 weeks to
busy.
do it.
They were too busy trying to protect the members of the enterprise to expose the enterprise,
And then
and
they
that's
took
the
7
reason
weeks to do
why
it.
the prosecutor failed at this case.
And then they took 7 weeks to do it.
All they had to do was expose the enterprise.
That's it.
There was no reason to give anybody immunity. What did you need immunity on any of those people for?
What? For what? Why you need immunity on these people? So that means you don't want the
They all
victim to
had
get
zero
justice.
criminal histories.
Again,
They
you don't
all
want the
up
victim to get
27
justice.
months.
Right?
They all coulda got a house
Because look,
arrest.
so how you want these victims to get justice? Look, if all of these people aided and abetted this thing, and if somebody did something wrong to you, if one person lured you and said, "Yo, go in this car right here, somebody's waiting," and then they kidnapped you, you want the person that lured you in the car, you want the person that was there with them, and you want the person that did it. Maybe they weren't there to do it to you, but you want all of those people charged, bro. You want everybody involved. That's a bird. You want everybody involved, man. You're going to want everybody that's involved in your crime, bro. That's real justice, right? So now look, imagine Cassie or whoever, the potential victim or Jane, they in a club somewhere, see the other people, the Christinas and all of them. That's bringing back the trauma in their head when they see Christina and these people, bro. Why are they supposed to see Christina and these people again? Why? If you say these people is complicit like you say they are, why do they want to see them again? What's going on, my brother? Nah, we do it. Why?
You just get your testimony, you give your testimony, they have you proper statements, sign something, and they let you know whatever you use has been you sworn in, or whatever you use as much as they got. It's not justice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And unfortunately, now you've exploited everybody's secret.
But it's a RICO. If you go charge Diddy, charge them all.
They all should have been charged.
That's a RICO, bro. Charge them all. What's the problem? Why not?
I don't know no
You
gang
got
leader
everything you
that
heard
was
about the
charged without
testimonies
a
about
gang
these
member.
people.
No
So
gang leader gets
you bring in
charged without a
Rube,
gang
you
member.
doing in D-Rock, all these people's
So
names
why
all
do they
day.
get
Why?
taken?
Y'all brought mad people names up, ain't even call mad
Why
people.
they ain't getting slapped? Why do they get favored?
Why?
And I know women that has killed their abusers, and guess
Lights
what? They don't
up.
get favored.
Lights up and pull up. Lights up. Lights stayed on the buck. Yeah, we on 15 minutes. We ain't do that.
They had an opportunity to call
I'm gonna have to end this, y'all. I'm gonna take the video and upload it to y'all. This is a good ass conversation. Lights up in here, homie. That ain't a threat. Those are promises. I don't threaten people. I damn sure don't threaten nobody. Okay? All I'm gonna threaten you with is a good time. You gonna have a good time. I swear for God.
It finally happened?
No, it finally happened, but if it was a domestic violence case.
If it was domestic, he'd have been dealt with the way he supposed to got dealt with.
If it was Bethany, if it was any
But it ain't that, bro. It's not that, son.
This case completely different, and they would have gotten a conviction.
Period. Period. So the victim did get some justice. The justice they didn't even want. They didn't want him in jail.
They didn't want him.
Them people ain't want him in jail. Y'all want him. Jane want that nigga out. He's still paying her rent. He's still paying her rent, bruh. She want her man free. That's her man. She not dumb. She said that's her man. She want them psycho type side chicks. It's my man. She claimed him. That's her man, bro. She said that's my significant other. No way did he say that. No way did he say that's her that's his significant other.
No.
He never said that. So she like some psycho side chick that talking about she never let go, bro. Relax, bro. Diddy is held under hostage with this lady. I don't know about Cassie or something else, but this lady got Diddy under hostage, bro. Trust me. She got her hand on a billy goat and she ain't letting go.
If he don't do what she wants, then she's gonna file a lawsuit because now she still got the opportunity to.
The baby oil, if people cheering about the
No, I saw the video.
Yeah, they try to play about baby oils.
yes, her act.
Who did that? Candace Owens? She tried to cover my oils? I hope she ain't cover my oils. I don't want to cook Candace Owens next. Oh, Candace, you on the plate.
I don't know about that, Dad.
Me and her gonna have to square off. Candace is a shark. She might wash me up, y'all. She might wash me. She might wash me, but I'm gonna have to take this fight. I'm gonna have to take this fight. I'm telling you, I'll get beat out. I'm gonna have to take this fight.
It's 2-0 right now.
Damn, Candace might get me, yo. Damn, Candace came for me, y'all. You know I'm an equal opportunist. I gotta give it to her.
Diddy is the Epstein,
I gotta give it to her.
is the Epstein of this case.
What they said,
He was. He was.
Yes.
alleged to be.
I mean, he was alleged to be.
Alleged to be, but he wasn't the Epstein. Because Epstein had some other things going on. Epstein had some other things going on. So don't compare him with Epstein and don't compare him with nobody else. Not even Kelly. Don't compare him with Kelly either. Nobody young. Everybody was grown. And this was his shorties. His shorty and his ex slip and slide. That's what it was. Okay? So don't put no. Y'all ain't. You got a baby daddy, lady. Go on back home, Wrecker. Go on back, Wrecker.
And the suicide was a way.
Go on back, Wrecker. Cassie, something else. If you want to hold on with Cassie, say, he was 17 years her senior. He supposed to know better. Da-da-da-da-da. Even though she was with it. Da-da-da. He still could have put it in the best way. He's a man. He could have led in the right way. Why is he doing this and that? You could have these arguments with Cassie. I don't argue with people when it comes to Cassie because you could say that if you want to say it, even though we know Cassie ain't innocent all the way too. But you can't have that argument if you want to have that argument. But Jane's a grown-ass woman with a kid, freaking off in the house, allegedly, that you got with your kid. I know grown women right now that I knew since years ago. We saddling. She love me. I love her still. But I ain't never been in the house. Why? Because she got her kids in there. And I'm not going to be around her kids because she love her kids more than me. You're not doing that in your house with your kids in there, or even if your kids even be in there. You're not doing that. You got a hotel. You're going to be like, no, let's go to the hotel, bro. I'm not doing it in this house. I don't care if my kid's not here. That's what you're going to say as a real woman, as a real mother. You're not going to do that, bro, in your house, bro. You in here slipping, sliding with dudes in your crib. Think about it. Not even the one dude, bro. You in there with dudes.
Abuser to still pay your rent
Why is he?
10 months after he's incarcerated, would you not take that opportunity to get free from that situation?
Why would you not stop? He's paying your rent for 10 months after he's locked up.
Would you?
Why are you doing this?
Would you allow your abuser to still pay for your living arrangements?
Yeah, I thought that shit was crazy.
For
too.
10 months
I thought that,
after.
So what's going on with that?
You-
That's why I say the Jane is something else.
I
Cassie something else. The Jane got all kind of loopholes, bro. I'm not dissing her as a woman. I support her. But, bro, what are you talking about, woman? This man, I heard he was paying for the lawyer allegedly.
Oh, he was. That was on the record. That's not allegedly.
I just say allegedly a lot, but the man was paying for the lawyer too, bro. And your crib still.
That house could have been vacant and he could have been
You still in there freaking off in that crib while I'm in jail. And I'm in jail about to do life. And you're still doing FOs. Allegedly.
Come on, let me hear
Maybe
this.
he had
Like, she's trying to come up with a
No,
story.
maybe he
What?
had knowledge
Knowledge of
that
what?
she was gonna get called to the stand. So he's like,
No,
yo,
why
I'm
would
gonna
he
keep.
pay for
He's
a
like, yo,
lawyer for that?
he was
That's
like,
a
yo,
smart
I'm gonna
thought
keep
too.
paying- I'm gonna keep
That's a
paying
good
her
thought too. No, that's a good thought too.
My thing is,
No, I'm gonna
she's
keep
still
paying
that-
her because I want
that
you-
shows
because
fault.
I want you to talk to
That
me.
shows some
Because I
fault or
want
something.
you to
My
get
queen,
my
you have a good one, all right?
And I want
Safety,
you
all right?
You can talk your shit and you can make it sound
Safety.
real.
What
but
you
I
do,
want
YouTube?
to
What
speak
you
good
do?
on me
That's
because
a
I'm
reason
still
to
paying
respect
yourself.
her. Why?
So he told me
Why would
to
you stay
to
there?
open up YouTube.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Why would you?
But if I gotta help your
I just
channels,
told
man,
you.
listen,
He
what's
don't have
going on? I
to- she didn't
support
have to-
y'all and what you're I
This
see
is
what
a
he's
man
doing
who
too as
she
well.
felt like
I see what he's doing. I seen him
manipulated.
on.
This is a man who
What,
got
I think
manipulated.
TikTok it was. I think I went on there. I seen
think
him on
it's-
TikTok. I
it's
think it
wrong.
was.
I think it's wrong, but what I'm saying, he was still paying her. He was still paying her rent, so of course she's gonna stay there.
$1,000 a month.
Huh?
Show me what your channel is.
$1,000 a month.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is he probably continued to pay her rent or whatever it is because he knows that she might potentially get on the stand,
I love you.
so she can talk good on him, even though she may have to talk against him. Because she spoke good on his character.
No, she didn't.
She said,
He manipulated.
yeah, I know, but she still had love. She still had love. She still had love for him. I know, but she still had love for him. She still had love for him.
Of course, but she has an obsession and she needs to learn what love is.
And this is on what?
This is
Yeah, 'cause that's
from
definitely not love.
That's not love.
Craziness, man.
Look,
And you
and-
need
and-
YouTube
and
too.
her
The
having
same
love
thing.
for
You
him,
take your
she-
videos from here.
Yeah, but
start putting
I
these
did think
videos
I
from
did think
TikTok,
that was crazy that
and
her
start
rent
putting
was
them
still
on the
being paid.
YouTube.
I didn't
already
even
got
care
the
about her
content.
rent still
You can
being
still
paid.
create
I
new
care about the
content on
fact that you
YouTube
know
on-
this guy
as
is
well.
all these things you
All
say
you gotta
he
do
is,
is
and you
upload
still
the same
decide to
content,
live in
put
a
that
place in
on
which he
the
has
YouTube
control.
Shorts, and I show y'all so much more things about
He
YouTube.
paying-
I
he
can
paying,
show so
child.
much more things
Yeah,
She
that
done
y'all
nothing.
do, man.
Okay, if you
Y'all
want to
stole
say
my
you
number. Y'all
was
stole me.
abused,
Yes.
Y'all stole me,
what
man. Y'all
have you
hit me.
done to
Anything
heal
y'all want
from
to
your
know, man.
abuse in this
You are
process?
amazing.
Anything y'all want to know,
Oh,
man.
her
Trust
mind
me,
is
man. It's
distracted
about us
because she's
growing.
going through a
We do
custody
the same
battle
thing on
with
YouTube.
her
Trust
alleged
me,
baby
you're gonna see
father,
it grow.
and that's the reason why she had to have anonymity, and that's the
telling
reason
you,
why
I'm happy,
she's,
man. God is the
because
greatest,
of
man.
her-
God is the
she
greatest.
has too much things going on in her real life.
So,
This
so
doesn't matter.
when it comes to cases like this, right, and we're not supposed to have like our emotions in it, but what if that's the truth? What if you can't?
You ever got
Yeah, but
Oh
you
shit,
can't.
title it.
Yeah, but then she
Tell me
can't.
one time.
Okay, so what I'm taking from what you're saying is that
I'm gonna send him my soon as I
they rushed it for her, or they gave her immunity because she's going through all these things with her baby father, correct? She's going on court
so
to
that she
protect
will
her.
be willing to take a stand.
Okay.
No, these are the truths. These are the facts.
Yeah.
That's why she was allegedly, because they knew what was going to be
So
exposed.
now,
Yeah.
But she took the risk of
Find me and
it being
text me in the
exposed
channel.
so that she didn't look like a sex trafficker.
And I'm gonna text them to you.
That's what she got the immunity from, for sex trafficking.
Yeah, I know. I don't
So
know.
he's being convicted. If you believe that he should have been convicted
No,
for sex
keep
trafficking,
creating, man.
he's
There's so
being
much content
convicted
on
for
here.
funding the
As
sex
well as
traffickers.
this.
Because
Walk through
Cassie
New York City,
and
we outside. What part of
Jane
city
were
y'all
the
from?
ones
What part of
paying
city
for
you
the
I'm from
entertainment.
Brooklyn, but I live in Staten Island.
from? Oh, you live in
On
Staten
paper.
Island, okay.
I
And
mean,
this
I
is your
went
man, your boyfriend?
No, that's my friend. We went to college together.
Oh, you went to college.
I don't know, child.
Virginia State.
It's just a lot to take in, and it just, I guess because it wasn't, the case didn't start off as a domestic violence case, and there was so much domestic violence going on within that case, and they just paid attention to the RICO. It just feels like women are just not supported, and we're not cared
Because we
for.
aren't.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
tough.
but this wasn't the case to look for the support in. The government, and never in a million years has the government ever said, we're going to look to support colored women. It don't matter what color they are.
Oh, let me put it.
Women don't matter in America.
No, they don't.
In almost every other country. It don't matter how much Susan B. Anthony did. It don't matter how much feminist mass movements we have. That's why these things are so prevalent. It's because we really don't really matter in a world full of men.
We don't matter. That's what I was saying
So
earlier.
I'm not even being judgy in that aspect because these are just the way it looks. It's just how it looks.
So what do you think needs
And
to
that's the
happen
reason
for
why
them?
it chose 6 white women to do this case.
What do you think needs to happen for them to start paying attention to the cries of women, the victims?
We can't rely on the system to do
Bless
it.
you, King.
So what should we
Follow
do?
you, so
We gotta stick together.
What, like rallies?
We have to just stick together. We have to encourage each other more. We have to empower each other. The same conversation
need
you
to
and I
get-
just had, which wasn't negative, it was all
Yeah.
uplifting. We have to do that more so women can present themselves as stronger. And once we start combating the ignorant bullshit where we can be lured with money and senseless bull crap, then it'll look different. But right now we live in a capitalist society and we're all chasing money.
Repeat what you just said?
We live in a capitalist society and we're all chasing money.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. And we're fighting to get it. We're trying to fight to get it at the pace that men are getting it. We're trying to fight to get it so that we don't need a man. We're trying to fight to get it from a man. We're just fighting to get it.
Yeah, that's a
And
lot.
unfortunately, sometimes we'll step on each other's heads in order to do it, just like ants.
I wish women would stick together more and help us move forward. And we need to get more women in the courthouses, more attorneys, more lawyers, more judges.
It's a very intimidating space for women to be in. It's just like when we were dealing with the thing with Kamala Harris becoming president. More women were against the fact that Kamala Harris wanted to be president than men were.
Why you think that?
Because we know each other.
What do you mean? You don't think?
I don't believe that America is
It's ready for a
designed
white-
for a woman to lead.
president?
I don't believe that Americans are designed to view a woman as a leader.
But women do everything. We hold so many hats. We have children.
And
We're
we all do it
responsible. We do it,
exhausted,
yeah,
and we do it feeling
and
like
we
we're
do
doing
it.
too much.
They
Not
don't
like
respect-
we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
There's so much that women go through, and we don't get the respect that we deserve. We literally put our life on the line to bring. Bye. We literally put our life on the line to bring in another human being. Do you understand? Like some of us might die giving birth.
But that's
And we
nature.
do that. I know it's nature, but it's just like we go through so much as women and we do not get the respect. Pregnant women get disrespected by their baby
A
fathers,
man is
by their
never
child's
gonna
father.
understand
It's
what
just
that takes or
disgusting.
What it feel like, how much you got to go through to do it, because they don't have to do it. So we can't expect them to empathize with us because it doesn't exist. They don't have
Do
to-
these men not have mothers?
No, they seen their
sisters?
mother struggle. So what does that do?
True.
That
The
means that
children
when they
grow
get a
up what
girl
they
and
live.
She's a little brittle and fragile.
Yeah,
Yo,
children
my
learn
mom
what they
was doing
live.
it.
Yeah, you could do it too.
My mom's worked 2 jobs and came home and cooked
That's
meals
true.
every
What's going
night.
on, my brothers? How y'all feeling, King? Y'all all right?
That's what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
And then when you get a little bit of power and money, you might say, you know what? I want my woman to be in a position where she don't have to do that. Because I looked at my mom struggle, but
Yeah.
you can go 2 ways with it.
It's also how you bring up your child. You have to bring them up with emotional intelligence so that they can learn empathy, so
And I
they
think
can
that's what's
feel,
changing
so they can
nowadays.
feel.
People
Yeah,
are a
I
little
feel
bit
like
more aware
I
of
feel like
those things.
millennials we're more open and we are trying to break the generational traumas that were brought onto us so that we don't pass it along to our children. I really see that now.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, to break generational curses.
No, I'm just asking.
No. Why?
I'm asking. Is that a good thing to
Why wouldn't it be a good thing
be
to
a little
break?
bit more lighthearted on kids? Is it creating would you see the products of it? Or,
The kids doing what the fuck they're doing now, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I know I'm not raising my sons like that, child. Did you
That's
hear
what
about the
I'm
shooting?
asking.
There
That's
was
what
a
I'm
shooting in
asking. Is it a good
Philly.
thing, or is it just trial and error? We're all just trying.
We're trying, but that's that generation. I'm of age. I have a 12-year-old and I have a 5-year-old. So when they're in their 20s, that generation, that's
wanna
gonna
see
be.
what
I
that-
want to
what
see
that
what.
looks
Yes,
like.
because a lot of parents in my age group, a lot of my friends, we're trying to raise our children with emotional intelligence and therapy and yoga and how to calm yourself down. That's what I'm about. So that's what I want to see. But the kids now, I think it was the 5th
Yeah, I
though.
seen that on YouTube.
Child, three people were fatally shot and 9 were injured.
And it's every day in Philly.
It's crazy. That shooting up. People were on the ground, jumping over people. Like, it was insane. Insane. And we're talking about kids. I don't know the ages, but they look like they're like 19, early 20s, in their teens. Crazy. Got the heat and clipping. Like, what the hell?
And what was it, Minneapolis?
It was in
Philly.
Philly.
Locked up the other day.
What happened?
In Minneapolis, a 14-year-old decided to shoot up a party or shoot up a cookout or something. 14 years old.
That scares me. That scares me shitless. I try to keep my kids real busy. I don't need them in the streets. I don't need them in the streets because of the crazy stuff that's going on. I am happy though for July 4th. We didn't have any shootings, any murders. That was good. July 4th, we didn't have any shootings or any
I didn't hear
murders.
about nothing crazy. It was all right.
Yeah, that was good.
That's what I told somebody the other day. I said, I ain't hear about nothing. I just the best July 4th I've heard of. I ain't hear about nothing. Nobody, nothing. So that was good. Straight.
I think it's really just where we are in society with morals.
I feel we will have a woman president in 2030s for sure. LJ from BK.
You gonna be the president.
That'd be nice if we have a woman president. I can't be no woman president.
I just think we had to, like,
I had
really
stuff
soften-
going on.
They got shit going on. You better learn it. Don't think they ain't got some shit going on.
Subscribe to my
They got
YouTube,
some
guys.
E
shit going on,
BWNTEA, Brown T. What's my name? Brown? People call me Brown. But I like T, Miss T. I like that. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to call y'all my brownies.
Ooh, brownies.
My brownies.
That's cute.
Thank you. Thank you, my brownies.
Actually,
Yeah,
thank you.
I think where we are now, it's scary. Like, being a parent is scary. Raising a child is scary. There's no.
Do you have children?
I have 3.
How old are they?
I have a 19-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 17-year-old.
Girl, she looks so young. I wish I could show you the. She looks so young.
Watch her.
Are you for real? A 20-year-old?
Wow.
Johnson C. Smith.
Wow.
Wow.
17-year-old who goes to
Look at that, yo.
She looks so young.
Look, I ain't mad with her.
I've done a lot of things.
Black don't
mad with
crack,
you,
child. You look good.
I ain't mad with you.
Wow, but yeah, being a parent is extremely hard, especially with what goes on now in the world. Crazy. I have family that live in Philly, and I just couldn't imagine if that was like on my cousin's block. The shootout. Did you see the shootout in Philly?
Yeah, no, I
You
see
saw that? I think it happened July 5th. 3 people died, 9 people injured. A big shootout. It looked like there were teens in early 20s just shooting out in front of the house. It's crazy. People running, ducking for cover.
Nasty work.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty
No,
work.
black does not crack. She looks beautiful, guys. I really wish she'd let me show you, but sorry. Yeah.
Where do we go, though? So, one of the things I said was, like, imagine getting to the point where Diddy was, right?
Yeah.
So, prior to Diddy becoming a billionaire or even accruing half that wealth, where was his black mentors? Who were they? Where is there anybody? We had Robert T. Smith that was ahead of him, right? But he was never in the limelight. He wasn't somebody where a black man living in Hollywood, going through the hip hop industry and all the adversity that came with that, can go to and say, you know what, this is where I'm at, bro. I'm having these struggles. I'm using. I'm addicted to bitches. What do I do next? Who was his mentor? So there's always going to be the casualty of war. He was at a war with himself, and he's now facing the casualties of it. But now, this is why I said, for when you ask what can he do next, he can actually show up as the resource of aid that he didn't have.
To the people that's potential victims,
Yeah.
anybody that's been abused, through
Or
right?
to the people like himself
Who are the people who are the abusers?
who are the
that need
abusers
help,
that need the help.
that
She
need
does-
the
she
help,
does- she
right?
doesn't-
So you
she
just say,
doesn't-
before you hit her, hit the door. And we
I
come up
love
with these
that.
kind of slogans like this. He could be a person that can help push this out there. See what I'm saying? See how I came up with this thing? Before you hit this person, anybody that you in a relationship, before you hit them, hit the door. See what I'm saying? He could come to do these things. Not, you know what I mean? It might not make it all right what he's done, but he's human.
He's now part of the help. He's part of the
And now he's on the side. He got to be on the side of the help now. He got to be a part of the solution. He has to be a part of the answer. That's what Diddy has to do. And a lot of time we throw our black people away. Our black people could change too. He could change. He could change. We could snatch Diddy back, come here, and he could change, bro.
Black entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
success looks totally different than it used to look.
It does.
Before, it used to be you was a businessman, you was an athlete,
Yeah.
rapper, whatever, entertainer. Businessman,
you was on the
athlete,
block.
to entertainer. Oh, nobody on the block was getting to that loan because they
Oh,
had
yeah,
to be
yeah,
low.
yeah,
They
that's a fact.
can't be outside.
Yeah,
in
that's a
Oakland.
fact. That's a fact.
So you was either a businessman,
Mhm.
an athlete, or an entertainer to get to that point where you had that, you amassed that level of success.
That's a fact.
Now you have young TikTokers. They never even went through no struggles. They just got the money.
Right now, quick.
You know how easy it is? This is why I was saying what I was saying. Imagine if Tyson not just has a threesome. This is an innocent man. If he don't have the pathology of Diddy, where you can say, "Oh, we got all these reasons why," but the same laws can be applied to someone as innocent as him.
As a
Because
Kai Sanaa.
now they have the precedent.
Wow.
And that's the reason why I said this conviction is so important, especially when there are Black Americans thriving at the level in which we are. Because you may not have that pathology, but when they come to attack, they come to attack, and whatever story they sell is what's going to be presented. It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. Look at what we just looked at. You know,
Real talk.
Rudy's Jake's indication in this indictment after all that shit they put was the fact that Diddy looked at him in church
Craziness.
from the house. He was watching him. He made Cassie sit there and watch T.D. Jakes on Sunday.
It's crazy work, bro.
And TikTok went crazy on T.D. Poor Jakes.
TD Jakes, bro. BWNT. Shout out to my girl Brown T. She out here with me. We all out here rocking. It's a really good conversation. Really, really good conversation. You know what I mean? Just two women just talking. I like things like that. I don't even try to stink it up.
And watch T.D. Jakes.
Just good
He
conversation.
liked
Just
T.D.
two women talking about a bunch of things. And
And
you know what I mean?
we
That's what it is. Us as black men, we can listen to our women talking about some stuff. Some relevant things too. Things that matter to us all. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about no women talk. Ain't about no man talk. That's just some real talk. That's it. Just real talk.
It's the way they presented the case.
Everybody hit the poll, hit the likes.
They really
Riled
thought
up.
T.D. Jakes was doing
Yeah,
that stuff.
I mean,
But
had
I
I made it,
don't know.
had
There
I
was
made-
some. They had some.
Have you ever been swallowed?
Had that man have a heart attack on
Have you ever been swallowed?
that is-
Swallowed. Swallowed. Have you ever been? They ran with my man TDs. I don't know TDs. It's crazy, son. They done dirtied up my man TD image, bro.
Completely.
It's crazy, bro. I don't even know what to think about him to the point right
Little
now.
babies, little young.
And I really don't know nothing about TD, you know. I really don't know nothing about TD,
All
but
the conspiracy theories came
I
up.
gotta
and
say
then
TD, I don't know
T.D.
TD.
Jakes was at the freak off. Yeah, he was there via video. After the freak off, they had a
He was praying with the alleged victims. He was praying with the people or some shit. Yo, like, allegedly, bro. They did TD wrong, bro. They wild up TD Jakes.
Age said, I believe they always in his life for the money.
Absolutely. Why else would you want to be in his orbit?
How you doing, man? Man's a billionaire.
He wasn't nobody that, with all the stories that happened with
Hey, look, sometimes you don't want to be around him.
with all the stories that happened with Biggie, with all the stories that happened with all the people that he had in his circle, he wasn't somebody that the average person just wanted to make friends with.
Facts.
And if you were in his circle, you heard Misa tell her story a long time ago. You've heard other women tell their story a long time ago. He was a man that liked a lot of women. He never showed that he wanted to be monogamous with women. He had 5 fucking baby mothers at one time. Like they all the kids are like the same age.
Facts a lot.
So what woman? Only reason why
know
you
what you
wanted
is.
to be there is because you wanted to be in the orbit
The
of
lifestyle,
That's
the
it.
this, the that, the whole shebang, bro. That's
What
what you
other
wanted.
reason did anybody have to
You
be
wanted the
there?
shebang.
They
You
knew
wa-
what they were going in.
You wanted the shebang.
It came with a little bit extra.
You wanted the shebang, homie. That's what you wanted.
That's his fault. 'Cause he like going to get these angels. You know what he like? You see what he like?
Yeah, they all look the same. Carisha's the only one that's not Asian. Who else?
Carisha's a boss, though.
Carisha, she cute.
That brought a whole different
Carisha's a
energy
boss.
to him, and I honestly think that
She's a boss. She the one that didn't get no. She got what the hell she wanted to get.
She knew what
She know what she want though, and she was with the FE too. Like what? I done did some of this shit in the hood allegedly, but you gonna pay me like you weigh though. What? $500,000 ticket on my allowance, fool.
and none of their victims came up, right?
Stop playing me. Say what you want to say. Carisha bossed up though.
They wasn't.
Carisha bossed up though. Say what you want to say about her. She had board games, all type of shit. She was like, nah, nigga, I'm getting on. I don't know about nothing you talking about. So that's what I'm saying. Look, if you was the one to push that out of Diddy, he'd have did it. Carisha went for what she went for, and she got it, bro. So is Diddy all bad? No, he's not. With a woman that's matching his energy and want what she want, he gonna give her what she wants. You want low things. You gotta don't want something higher for yourself.
That's why when
You know what I'm
people
saying?
kept bringing up Carisha's name when she was
Facts.
cross-examining Daphne, that's why, because this is where all this came from. It came from the fact that she brought out a side of Diddy that they couldn't get and they couldn't deal with it. It was enraging them,
Yup.
and especially when they knew they were going through so much to get this connection with him, and all it was. First of all, my nigga ever text me and say some shit like entertainment, and you know we having fucking threesomes every fucking.
Well, first of all, no. This the
They
wild
do it
one.
every week.
No, this the wild one. You hit your nigga say, yo, I'm horny, I want an F. And I hit you, your nigga hit you back, say, oh, were you horny? Who you gonna
Who
call?
you gonna call? You knew.
What
they
you
knew
mean who I'm gonna call?
that he didn't like them the
Stop,
way they
bro.
wanted
Stop
him to
now.
like them, and
Let's
they were
stop
fighting
now, bro.
to get him to like them the way they wanted to be
You only
liked.
could get the loan time if we doing the FO.
And that's it. And the reality is, there's a lot of broke people out there treating.
Look very nice. Have a good one.
There's a lot of broke people out here treating broken women the same way.
Facts.
It's just that Diddy is doing it with a couple extra dollars.
That's all it is, bro. It's just the
We
bag.
take away all the emotions. We take away all that shit.
Regular
Stop
situation.
looking at it as Diddy and look
You
at
can't.
it as Joseph.
Then
and
you
Michael,
see it.
Then you can see it for what
You
it
can
was.
see that, yo, she's a damn trifling one. Cause why you going to be with your ex,
you don't wanna
baby,
be
with your ex op? That you got a baby father. You not even think about your own kid. Why you not even think about your own child? You don't even have respect for your own child. This man don't like your baby father. Even if you don't like your baby father, why is you around a man that don't like that? What is wrong with you? Causing up wars. Let's say your baby father perishes and loses his life behind this. Now your kid's in something because you can't keep your front closed. Stop, bro. Keep it real.
She was begging for
Keep it real.
level of treatment
Jane, I'm talking about.
repeatedly. She wanted him to treat her like that.
Nah.
But in her brain, she kept telling him herself that she wanted him to treat her better.
That's what I'm saying.
What about Stockholm syndrome?
That don't apply to this.
They don't fly.
But we spoke about.
She's
before.
not American, baby. No,
Ain't no
don't-
Stockholm syndrome
Don't
with her.
apply.
No, I'm
Ain't no
asking
Stockholm
because
with her.
people actually go through that.
People do, but not this.
Guess what?
She
Is
was
it
not
his
there.
fault that
Cassie
he
left the
wasn't him?
situation how she came into it. She came in cheating and she left cheating, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And she really did.
Keep it real. She came in cheating on Ryan Leslie.
His fault that he
Left, cheated on Diddy with the guy that Diddy introduced her to. Then she allegedly got raped by Diddy, but she has consensual sex with Diddy and cheats on Alex. So she left not only cheating on Diddy, but cheating on the new dude that she's with.
But that's what she's still doing. She's
What? Cassie, I'm talking about, bro. She cheated all the way through, bro. Diddy never cheated on nobody. Diddy did what he wanted to do. Everybody know what Diddy did. He never cheated on nobody. They cheated on Diddy. You cheating on me. I do what I want to do. You know this. Stop playing with my box. Period. Before I catch a body out here. You are? If I have to kill something out here. You are? Paru.
I believe that they have a case, and that's why women need to seek healing. First of all, she left 50 Cent. 50 Cent left her, whatever the case may be. He's on the internet with Cuban links. First thing he said on the internet, I remember this, and this, I didn't even know they were like, because they were taking pictures together. Next thing you see him and Cuban links together, but then you see him say she dipped off and left and went to Miami with his baby. And he was putting like the Amber Alert out for his kid. Mm-hmm. So now we know what she went to Miami for. Mm-hmm. It wasn't his baby, it was for Diddy.
Who, Jane?
Yeah.
Oh, Jane. Okay, and why Cassie went to Miami? When she lied to Ryan Leslie, allegedly, talking about she's going to a party, made a flyer, put her name on it, she's hosting a party. Only she was hosting was a saddle up on a boat, homie. On a boat. She was hosting one of these.
Everybody wants to be in that orbit.
This what she was hosting. Talking about she hosting a party. Yeah, all right. You and Diddy was in a consensual oil ups. Consensual oil ups. That's what happened. Don't lie, Cassie. Don't lie. You was doing the nasties. Cassie, you was doing them nasties. Everybody do the nasties at a time. You did them nasties, girl. Don't do it with me and you, Cassie. You was in your rodeo bag, Cassie. Buck 'em.
This is what we're doing now. Like, you give him a little freak out for a night or two, that's one thing. But now you on assignment. This what you like? Okay.
Oh, you already know. But no, once we do the eek-off, once I owe you up in them type of ways, how we going back to some regular corny shit? We can't go back to this corny shit, me and you. Forget about that song you ever made. I'd have made a come on, you know what? Me and my home, everybody else, because that song ain't the same song. We need another song for this. Cause we can't sing that one. Cause me and you was the song me and Cassie came up with, right? Cassie, allegedly. You know my baby. Look, so I still love you, Cassie. Don't let these people hate you, baby. I'm just saying, you went in there cheating, and you never called my ass. You was in New York the whole time in Comstock, at dress and all that shit, the 17th floor penthouse suite. I should have had my ass on Craigslist or fucking back page skateboarded to your ass like this. Right to the shit. It's me and you, Cass.
I heard that some of the escorts was from that
Cowboys
big bear.
and
Cowboy, Big Bear.
The big dancing bears or something. I think they're called.
Bernstein Beers. That's my favorite childhood book.
No,
Don't say the escort service was my favorite book, homie. My man got the wool.
they had these.
My man got the wool cooking up over there,
No,
homie.
they had these men who dress up in like bear suits, and you
What?
call them for parties.
I don't know about this, man. This thing sound crazy, y'all.
Cowboys and Angels.
No,
You just heard about Cowboys and Angels, homie. I got my cowboy hat.
you guys know what I'm talking about? Is the big bears something like that? Something bears.
Craigslist
Oh my God.
Backpage and Cowboys and Angels. No big bears, bruh. No big bears, homie.
I heard the bears from. But
Nah, somebody talking their own trauma. Nah, you ain't dealing with the bears, homie. Chill, homie. We watched the Revenant movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. Leave the bears be, homie. Leave the bears be. We seen the Revenant with Leonardo. We not doing no bears.
bears or something like that.
What? Nah, we ain't doing no XC bears.
Yeah, they have like they literally
Ain't no
have, like, a
sexy
bear
bear.
suit, and then they go to like
They come in there,
yeah, like a
fully
bachelorette party, a full costume, and they be like,
Y'all like that, ladies?
ew.
A nigga popping a bear suit on a bumping grinds?
I'm not into strippers.
Look, peep this, y'all. A nigga popping in a bear suit with the high-tech boots, the Jodeci boots in a bear suit. Dragging boots in a bear suit? Nah, you can't drag boots in a bear suit, son. Baby, don't do it. I'm coming in with this hat, my tank top, and my boots. That's how I'm coming in, motherfucker. Like Indiana motherfucking Crusoe.
Women are beautiful. They have beautiful bodies. Like,
not as beautiful
look
as
at a girl
you.
dance, you know. So I'm like, ooh, girl, Latifah had
Ooh.
men strippers freak me out.
What they call them, Chippendales or something?
Why? You know, I like because you know what? I like to dance.
Magic Mike. Hold on. Magic. Magic Mike.
I'm not attracted to men strippers. I think they're so nasty. Nobody want to see that. You with a thong and you got like the long thing in the
That sound
front
nasty.
covering your stuff, and then you got with the yeah.
You see the way women think about everything so small. and
Yeah, like
micro
I'm not into. Yo, we are not into none of that. And then they be walking and they be going like this, like ew, like no. We not into none of that. We not into none of that.
That was crazy.
Ew. They got the Tims with the thong, and like sometimes they have like the thing on their nipples, and they just be walking. Like, no, thank you. I'll go to a girl strip club though and watch her do her thing. I'm like, yes, I need to learn that so I could go back and show you know, doing you know.
Let me see.
Okay, because women are very beautiful. Till you say stop. Let me.
I ain't
Period.
coming a motherfucker like Diddy with my oils on me. With my with my consensual oils on me. Don't play at me.
Okay.
Coming a motherfucker like Diddy.
Okay.
Who you think run the city?
Okay.
The dancing bear costume guy.
Dancing bears. That's what it's called. Dancing bears. You see them? Yeah, so I heard that they were getting people from the Dancing Bears, but apparently that was wrong because that never came out. But yeah, look up the Dancing Bears, child. Who the fuck? I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse. Who wants that?
Well, their website went up on June 30th.
If I'm getting married and you guys try to set me up with some strippers,
They just went up in
hell,
June. They about to get out of here. Nobody want that. It's too hot for all that dance shit anyway.
yeah, no, thank you. So you
See
see
you
it, right?
soon,
The dancing. So it's called the Dancing Bears. Apparently, they got some people from there, but it never came out, so it's fake news. But yeah, no, ain't no girls like that stuff. But there's some women who like that. You see it. Like they actually like that stuff. And the
I,
man will
I'm
go
saying
out
you
and
gotta
like,
remember,
they all
sex is
gotta give him
fluid.
head.
There's a really dark world when it comes to sex. Like in 20, huh?
Nah, they ain't letting him out. They said his sentencing hearing is gonna be October 3rd. So they ain't even doing shit. Nothing happened today, bro. Gangster, bro.
In 2025, in a state like New York,
Yeah, the third.
is very fluid. You are bound to find anything. And if you uncover a lot of people's bedrooms, there's going to be a lot of things that you don't expect to see that's happening there. It's nobody's business, though.
But when you're abusing people to do it and forcing them to do it, that's when
when it
it's wrong.
becomes this.
Yeah, but are these people forced or is it consensual? That's just the
And the problem is, what do we consider force?
What's that?
And what do we consider coercion? And that's
That's a
all.
line. And that's a line.
All of those things are right now subjective. Those are basically subjective to your way you view it and the way I view it.
Your view.
That's it.
Paradigm. Your
Someone says, "What's your IG?" Who are you talking to? Me or to her?
They want you.
Some people are saying good things about you too. They say
Love
you're very
her,
smart
but she like,
and you're
I'm not even
talking.
into all of that. You're not into all of that, bro.
Like, what were you doing on the internet?
Yeah, so subscribe to my YouTube, BWNTEA.
Either gonna be the mystery woman that just dropped
And if you have Instagram, it's the same thing, but it has an underscore. So it's BWNTEA underscore on Instagram. BWNTEA on YouTube. BWNTEA underscore on Instagram. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, they all up in his bedroom.
And that's what we have to really pay attention to is the fact that this is not like Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein had girls coming in to audition for roles for plays. Right?
And they were underage.
They were underage, but they all were coming there within what they had in mind were they were coming to get a role. Right? Harvey Weinstein had the women coming in to get a role. He will tell them they had to come out and get in costume. Sometimes there was no costume when they were in the dressing room. So they're standing there fumbling, waiting for a costume to be presented and passed
I have
them.
a question.
Meanwhile, he's sitting there looking at them butt ass naked, jerking off.
Nuts.
This is what Harvey Weinstein was doing.
That's
You don't see this. Harvey Weinstein case was going on at the same time
I
as the
went over
Diddy
there.
case. No, you went over there across the street, I'm sure. But guess what? You didn't see it all over the news, right?
No.
Were they plastering him? Was he the headlines every single day for a case that he was being retried for? And still, he walked away with another hung jury.
Someone has a question. Someone said, Coffee Owl. I'd like to see the woman on the right of you be in Cassie's position for a week to see if she changes her tune. So could you be Cassie for a week?
I can't be Cassie for a week because I've never used drugs in my life. I'll start there.
She said she can't
That's
be.
already done, bro. It was on the Black Snake Mall. It was on that. It was on a Black Snake Mall.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep, it was on a Black Snizzy.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
What
a
people
lot.
are missing is the fact that this is a drug addicted. This is a woman that was addicted to drugs. She didn't start using drugs with P. Diddy. She was using drugs prior to her even engaging in anything with P. Diddy. She was using drugs after P. Diddy. She was using drugs with Bonner. She was using drugs with her friends up until recently. So
Even
the
Harry
way,
Carey Morgan, her best friend. from the
yeah,
beginning
that's what I
was
said.
doing
With
the
pills and
all
opiates, she walked in on
She was
this.
doing the pills
She
and
was doing
From the beginning.
high level drugs that alter the way you think, the way you respond, and they're also hypersexual drugs. She was using hypersexual chemicals. So no, I can't be Cassie for a week. I've never even smoked weed.
You can't beat it.
Oh, you're a good girl.
Says you can't be.
Women should respect themselves. They should. Because if you respect yourself, you're not gonna allow people to treat you any which way. Okay? And when you allow people to keep treating you that way, you're telling them that this is how I want to be treated and it's
And
okay.
you training them on how to treat you.
Exactly.
My grandma taught me that from a kid. Just don't take nobody bullshit. And I was abused. I was
You
in
have
a
to
relationship with somebody that my only fear was if I went to tell somebody, I knew that he was going to be gone, and I had a kid by him.
Okay, so you stay because of those.
I knew that if I would have ever tell my brothers that this man smacked me,
he was
that
going
it was gonna. And then the day I said, you know what, I'm tired of saving you, and I called my brothers. The door went in and he went out, and that was it. But I tried to preserve him and save him from that, but he didn't learn.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But yeah, the man shot me. The man stabbed me. He done a lot of crazy things.
Wow, savage.
But it's not, that's what I'm saying. I'm not coming from a space where I don't understand abuse. I understand abuse. I also did the work. I did 19 years. Literally, the last 19 years of my life, I've been in therapy every Wednesday. So it's not like I'm coming from a space where I don't get it. I get it. But I also understand that there are things that she could have done. She was coming back for it, and I don't believe she was coming back for it because of the abuse. I believe that she was coming back for it because of the drugs. She was addicted to it. It was much more than just the abuse. The abuse was a byfactor of all the other things that was already happening. And then the fact that she engaged in and participated in certain things, I don't think any woman that values their self will value their self in a way in which, even if you like that, right? Because I have friends that are a lot of different things. If you like that, when you get to the point where you don't like it no more, you don't go back to do it. When you start going back to do it because it's somebody else, then you have to sit there and say, I need to figure out why I keep allowing his feelings to matter more than mine.
So let me ask you. So
And
what
that
about
has
the
nothing to
times?
do with the abuse.
So what about the times when these women would try to escape and Diddy would go after them?
What about the times when he
There was
didn't
a
want to be
time.
bothered with them?
No, I feel like you just.
What about the
I feel
times
like
when
there's a
he
lot of
didn't want to be
excuses.
bothered with
I feel like
them?
there's a lot of
That's it.
excuses for the horrible things that he did.
No.
Oh.
He was going way too fast, bro. This nigga's going way too fast with this shit. That, you heard that shit? One Asian, who's this person? They ain't getting out. This is a man? Oh, a black dude. Oh, man, bro. Damn, bro. It might be going bad for him. You know this is a bad one for the Asian people. He hit his car. Let me see. Look, already. Look at the Asian people. Already. Already these people. Fuck, you high? You high? Stop talking to me like that, bro. He said, are you high? Look, calling Jake's already, man. He was skidding, though, bro. Damn, bro. You tight. That shit messing up his whole day now, bro. That shit about to mess up his whole day. Look, see the Asian people. They can go around. I don't care. We're not moving. Let me see, man. Where's this? I just boogied on these niggas. Boogie doogie. I'd have boogie nights on them niggas long time. Asian what? He done let them get out, take the picture. I'd have wait till they got them peeled on them. Yes, Mels. I'd have peeled on them Asians, bruh. Long time ago. What? Hold up, I'm coming here. Hold up. Yeah. Right to the bridge. Yeah. Stop. It's over, bro. Leave it be, bro. See me on the news, nigga. Eyewitness, or if ain't no eyewitnesses, see me on the news, on me. Them people's fools.
I think some of your people follow me on Instagram. Thank you.
Yeah. They running you. Anybody on there? Everybody there.
If your name is DJ Aura Mels, thank you for all the love
Everybody
on
there, man. They running up.
Instagram.
Everybody run it up. You know that. Run her up on Instagram. Run her up on YT. Run up on YouTube. But give it a 50 subscribers on YouTube, though, so she can start going live. When she start going live, she can start getting some of these conversations. I'm even trying to get her. Your voice is so powerful, and you got such a broad mind. You need to connect with her anyway and have her talking with you on your channel anyway. You need get her numbers and all that, so that y'all could be, because you gotta, because her mind is too strong. Even though we gonna keep her out the way, because she don't want to, but just like her, she got a channel, her shit to be booming. Because you know she kicking straight, wide range facts, straight. So look, man, that's why we gotta let people just build and fly, right? It ain't about me. They was there talking, have a good conversation. The women maybe enjoying some of that too, talking some points back and forth, and that's what it's all about. It's about us as men, women, men and women building, women and women building, men and men building, all of us building, bro. That's what I mean about this channel's our channel, bro. I'm not moving it like it's just me. Nah, dog. Ain't nothing that's just me, bro. Because you know it's God and Jesus with me, so how's this gonna be just me? Ain't nothing just me, bro. It's God, Jesus, and us. That's how we gonna do it. Sorry, sis. Yeah, son, this traffic jam about to be done now. But he was moving that fast, though. But you know what I mean? They stopped short. I'm gonna have to go there and say they stopped short on the black man. Don't do that. Straight. But they stopped. His brakes is a little messed up. But they stopped short. That's it. That's how that's going. And I'm right here when the cops come, bro. Yo, bro. They stopped mad short, though, bro. They stopped mad short in front of you, though. I ain't. Hard. I peeped it. Yeah, I peeped it. Let them call the cop. I'm coming over there to talk too. Because they stopped mad short when they could have been driving up a little bit longer because you was already pressing your brakes, trying to mad hard, mad early, trying to stop it. Yes. Yes. Yes, I did. I'm right here when the cops come. I'm not going nowhere till the cops come, bro. I'm right here, bro. I'm telling them straight. You're not doing it with my mans, bro. That's it. Look, nigga got fucking damn near tie bar to the fucking road. Look, nigga. What? It's trying to stop. Why y'all stopping so short in the middle of this short ass road? That's the problem. That's not the problem, is that him. I'm going over there to tell him that. These people stopped short. He was braking already trying to do this. Why are they stopping so much short? Look at this road. It's nowhere to be stopping, bro. Why are you stopping short in a road like this? Look, you got to keep it pushing. If you stop, nigga gonna crash into you. Look, this is this kind of road, bro. Look, it's mad tight, bro. Forward. Look at the road, bro. Look at the road, bro. Make sure you make them niggas get my soul too, nigga. Straight. Don't even move, bro. What they do something different. Oh, watch out. He need to boogie on these niggas. And bust the U-turn, nigga. Bust the U-turn. Bust the U-E. Nigga, bust the U-E, nigga. Bust a U-E on them dumb ass nigga. I'd have bust a U. Man, move. Yo. I'd have been on that road right there. Oh, I want Baxter Street. Nigga, meet me on Baxter's, nigga. You dumb. Stupid. His legalities must be legit. I ain't used to my legalities being legit upon the wheel. I'm like, what? All right, cool. The talk right there. I'd have bust the U is the fastest U. I'd have bust the same U that this nigga Kid Cudi bust when he saw Diddy. What? Who that? Diddy? Nigga run the city. Wow! Sonic. Sega. That's all the Asian people would have heard. They'd have knew it. They're like, how the fuck you know about that? Sega. It'd have been Sonic, nigga. I was off. Tires like this. Sonic. That's what I mean by Sonic, nigga. Sega. I gotta slow it down so I can break it down for y'all.
Buddha, can you tell this lady what Cassie said? The video that we seen in a hotel. What was Cassie doing on that day?
She was in a hotel freak off with Jules and Diddy in the room.
And what happened afterward? Why was she in the hallway?
She was in the hallway because she was leaving. That's it. Because actually, she took up some bag and all some type of stuff in the room too. She took up a bag and she took some stuff. She took a bag in the room as well when she left. As well, she did this. But she said, but she, yeah. But I think he wild on her in there though. I think because anytime she would leave the freak offs, well, she said it was usually when his mood would change or he would become this black thing or whatever the fuck. Or things like that would cause her to want to leave. They're like, what would prompt you to want to leave freak offs? So I guess this time, I think for some reason, what she can't remember, I think he hit her. Maybe in the eye or some shit, who knows? But then she said he was like distracted, maybe in the shower or some shit, and then she grabbed for the bags and she left. So now when she was out in the hallway, remember he was doing something with her. But when she took the picture after she left the hotel, there, the Intercontinental, she had a black eye and she had a big fat lip. Her lip was like this. All right. So either that happened, part of it in the hotel, because when you see on the footage, she don't look like she's that beat up. So maybe she got this contusion there. Maybe while she's on the floor, she's getting the lip thing happening or something happens. Maybe the eye thing because she said she got hit. So maybe she got hit in the eye or the head in the hotel. But she tried to get up out of there. So that's what happened, Cassie. Gangster. That's what happened with Cassie. That's what I'm saying.
But it wasn't the truth.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
that's the reason why the case didn't get the results it wanted, because the facts didn't add up.
That's what it is, man. Salute to everybody. I got it on Go. OOTAONGO, Cash App. Salute to the whole Go gang. Everybody in the chat, man. The whole Go gang, man. That's what we're talking about. Make sure y'all acting. Make sure y'all acting on the video sections, especially when this goes after I end the live too as well. Make sure y'all subscribing on Instagram. Run me up on Instagram. Run me up on TikTok if you're not there, because that's where I'm doing other lives. After this, I may do a live on Instagram. So when I'm not live here, I'm live somewhere else. I'm always giving us some content somewhere. So be a part of my lives on Instagram. Most definitely, I want Instagram. I want y'all on the Instagram because that's my, I mean, Instagram was one of my favorite apps. It hasn't been, I haven't used it like that. So I'm going to get back on it because it used to be. It's just different now. So I just got to figure out little new things, what they got going on. Just like TikTok. I never really knew TikTok, but I'm going to learn it more. Just for y'all, salute to y'all. I'm creating a Discord so we can all be in time and on time together. So we most definitely gonna do that. The update is we came here for nothing. Diddy's hearing was expedited to the 22nd of September. After 1 minute, Mark Agnafilo said something like he was saying he was gonna speak on behalf of his client. Slavic and them was in there too. Mentions maybe of the letter that Douglas Wigford, which is Cassie's lawyer, which is that same letter, maybe a correspondent between Diddy and Cassie, which is why he didn't get bail. Then they said, no, 22nd is when we're going to do it. You're going to be sentenced on the 22nd of September. So that's only a few days earlier than his regular date. But if you're in jail, like I said, any day, any week is good. You want your time. Don't matter if they sped it up a week. At least you got to sped up. They don't speed people shit up, so they sped your shit up. But then here it goes. Everything's done. I leave the court. Everything's done. It's finalized. Supposedly, I think. I come outside on this same stream, on my last stream. You got to go find him on this stream or that stream. Terry Austin comes in. Go Google who Terry Austin is. Terri Austin. You already know how to spell Austin. Shout out to her. Subscribe to any platform she has. Find her on Instagram. She's there. Beautiful, gorgeous, amazing, smart, brilliant woman. Very, very brilliant woman. You know what I'm saying? Legal mind. You already know. But she came in and told me, she said, actually, it's been reversed again now. So now it's back to the 10th of October. It's back to the 10th of October. So I'm like, okay. I did speak with the same sister that y'all been listening to. She's the one that came to me and said, I told her earlier, I said, nah, Diddy is in September 22nd. She was like, maybe he want to not be. She's the one who enlightened me. She's like, maybe he don't want to be in October because October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, actually. I'm like, oh, maybe she's a brilliant sister, this girl, son. This woman. Brilliant sister, son. You know what I'm saying? Word, son. Gangster. She look good, son. She got 2, 3 kids. You never think, son. She probably like 40. Tired of her. Word. Well, a little pink pencil skirt. But look, she said, so I mean, so now that's gonna be in Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Well, will that add some things on it? I don't know. You know, we're gonna have some people protesting against them with that type of time. Think about it. Domestic violence awareness. Mad people with survivors was here from different groups, had signs and banners and all that was out here during the trial. Maybe these people are gonna pop out around that time. So think about this. Maybe more of them in front of the court, causing up a stir. So let's think about that. So let's look out for some of that. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on, man. We cooking up though. The vibe, man. I'm about to slide to the, you know what I mean? We slide now. We in New York City. You know, I'm gonna go live again. I'm gonna show y'all some more shits in New York. You know, we all probably go get something to eat, go get something to drink. Quick shit, hood. Probably go to the hood, man. Yeah, West all good. No, the third. I said the third. I never said the 10th at all. I said the third. They moved it to the 22nd of September earlier. It was originally the third. October 3rd is the date originally, period. That's what it's been since he's had the verdict day. October 3rd is the sentencing day. He like, damn, you're not going to give me bail? Like, no. All right, so can you move my date up earlier so I don't have to be here waiting for that? And just give me my date earlier, maybe August? Like, all right, we're going to see. They give you the hearing. We came for the hearing. Hearing 1 minute. They say, all right, cool, we're going to give you the 22nd. Damn, just a week or two before? That's what we got. All right, cool, we're going to take that. Give me that. Boom. They give him that. Then they renege, whatever hell happens. It comes back that I think it's back to the 3rd, which was the original date in October. So whether it's the 22nd or the 3rd, they may iron it out and finalize it, but it seemed that it's finalized that it's back as the 3rd. So that's what I'm saying, which is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which can't be a good time because that's going to bring a lot of other energy. People are standing for victims. People's not jacking Diddy right now. They're not jacking him, no matter. Yeah, you got convicted at Rico, that Frico, but we still on you. You know they on you still. You know what I'm saying? You know how they go. People's not stopping. They standing up for victims. So that could put more in the media, though. Look, the media getting more of that out there. Who knows how that's looking? But look at glad it's on the 3rd, and it's not way deep in the middle of October, and where these people probably get way in their bag. But this case is big enough that this is one of the things that people are going to use to get in their bag. There's nothing else for you to be doing. There's no other victims or nowhere you want to be. You want to be right here. It's the most publicized place, and this is when you want to get your message off at. So they're going to use Diddy to get that message off. So you just got to know that. So when that day comes, look to see many more groups than you've seen out here. I'm telling you, look for this. Many more groups that's for survivors, against abusers, standing up for victims. Is going to be at least about 5 groups out here. Because I know the same groups, which is the survivors group that came out. Another group came out. The Britney Spears people going to come back out because they just here supporting Britney, but they just here against, period. Because some of the people that allegedly was working with Diddy, like you know what I mean? Some people that they was naming, they like, nah, what about those people? So they got some gripes with some of the people that was allegedly co-conspirators in their mind. And they standing up for Britney. So I don't know with that. So yeah, man, that's the update. That's what's going on. Y'all give me 8 more likes. Let's get it to 200 before we even move anywhere. 200 likes. Let's go. Everybody drop a like who has not. Everybody hit the poll who has not. Have you dropped a like? 52 of y'all and 48 of y'all really said no. You's a cold-blooded hater, bro. And I love you for that. Because you said no. At least you kept it real. Straight. Niggas be lying too much. Straight. Niggas be lying unless you kept it real with a nigga. Gangster. I ain't getting you shit, Uda. Tired of you. All right, cool. At least you ain't selling me no damn dream, nigga. Feel me? But that's how I know my shit supposed to be on like 800. Y'all niggas is haters. The devil already got his army. He don't need you, bruh. He has an army already. He don't need you. Relax. Come to the other side. Come hither. Drop some likes on my shit. Hit the poll, bruh. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna get my uncle on you niggas, man. Put my uncle on you niggas. I'm about to stick my uncle on you niggas, man. Stop playing me, bruh. I'm about to stick my uncle on you niggas, man. Do it with me, bruh. I fear what up. Gangsta. Who, me? Who, me? I'm not a little off, nigga. I'm off, nigga. So you can't be talking about me. You must be talking about somebody around me. So trust me, nigga. I don't care what you think. But anyway, on feet, on foots. Oh, nah, this thing in this red dress. I mean, put on your red dress, the red skirt. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this black queen, dark skin queen. Mm. Know nothing about that, boy. You don't know nothing about that. You don't know nan, nigga. Let me tell you what's going on. You don't know nan, nigga. You don't know nan, nigga. Shout out to them queens. You don't know nan, nigga. Anyway, yo, shout out to y'all. Subscribe to the channel. I ain't begging likes, man. Let me block you so you can stop begging anything. I'm not begging nothing. I told people what to do in here. This is my shit. I'm running it. You tell people to do what you want them to do in your shit. When Diddy was in the freak off, he was allegedly telling them what to do, right? You in my freak off, so shut up and oil up. You don't run this, I do. And God runs me, so shut up. Be happy God runs me, because I'd have been violate one of you niggas in the chat. Long time ago. On granny, nigga. Dumb, you stupid.